What makes a trophy painful? I'd say it's the mental strain of the challenges we put ourselves through to earn these digital collectibles. The state of mind of going for trophies that are mundane, tedious, or simply difficult. I think this is something most trophy hunters can relate to. We'll be talking difficulty, senseless boredom, grinding, perhaps even pain in the literal sense. This list will be trophies I've obtained that I associate with negative feelings and the stories of earning them. So expect a personal list, and as a result of that, what I go through to earn these could be a completely different experience for you or others. I would love to hear everyone else's take on this. What trophies gave you trouble that were painful to earn for whatever reason? Let me know in the comments, but enough of that for now. Let's take a look at some of my most painful trophy memories. I'm starting with a literal painful memory. Terrifying encounter is obtained whilst travelling the crypt in Mortal Kombat X. This is a first-person area that you navigate step by step. You spend currency obtained throughout the game here to unlock additional content. Extra brutalities, costumes, concept art, that kind of thing. A really nice mix of different stuff. Mortal Kombat 1 is missing the crypt right now, but that's another topic for another day. Every MK has had a crypt since the PS2 days, and it was always a good indicator of how much content there is available to unlock. In MKX, for some reason, NetherRealm thought it a good idea for creatures to randomly jump out at you whilst navigating the crypt. It's a simple QTE, a single button press in fact, and once completed you earn the trophy. But the jump scare for me made me fall out of my chair and I really hurt my shoulder. You've got to be careful playing some of these games. Being a trophy hunter contains the odd occupational hazard. Have you ever tried to kill someone with bread? Unless it's rock solid and several months stale, I imagine it'd be quite difficult. This trophy, Baker's Dozen, asks just that. It's painful in the sense that I thought I'd never obtain it. Progress was always slow and seemingly impossible. The bread I was throwing did nothing to the knights and barbarians I was facing. And do you think they were wielding bread as their weapon of choice? No, of course not. Ordinary people who don't go for trophies usually use bastard swords or polearms, which I can tell you from experience usually defeats bread. Even if you are lucky enough to hit someone, it does a really small amount of damage. The only hope is to go against an already injured or bloodied opponent. Every kill I got with the bread was a triumph. The amount of failed attempts was taxing on my soul. The amount of bread assists I obtained and deaths going for it, the enemy team must have saw me running around trying again and again to throw bread at them, thinking, what the bloody hell is this guy up to? Trophy hunters know the ridiculous challenges we put ourselves through, which can often feel like hitting yourself into a brick wall over and over again until that trophy pops. I really felt that with Baker's Dozen. I've said recently that Far Cry 3 is my favourite in the series that I've played, but I also find it the most stressful when trophy hunting. I could easily load up the newer PS4 version and get the platinum again, and I'd quite like to, I am considering it, but one trophy scares me. I have a fear of open water. It obviously affects me in real life, I'm fine on boats and whatever, just normally the actual open ocean itself is what does it. It both fascinates me and freaks me out in equal measure. So unfortunately for me, the collectible trophy in Far Cry 3, Archaeology 101, requires many dives into the ocean to pick up one of the relic types available for the collectible trophy. Great white sharks are everywhere and I legit find it terrifying, to the point that I didn't want to explore the underwater areas. I was able to do most of them on my own, but I'm not ashamed to admit this. I asked my sister to kindly grab a couple more for me to just dive, hold forward and press X when she saw the prompt. This was many years ago. She nailed it. She had no problem grabbing these things for me, so I was super grateful. And because of that, I was able to get the platinum. The first game I remember being scared of for the water was either Resident Evil with its Neptune T-Virus sharks, or the horrendous Tomb Raider 2 underwater ocean level that starts you stranded, gods know how deep, in the abyss with a trail to follow, in, of course, shark-infested waters. What's insane to me is I'm slowly playing Subnautica right now, so I am trying to actively overcome this fear, but it's very painful, slow-going and stressful. Final Fantasy XIV is a very good and very popular MMO. I usually play it for a month or two, then take a break. I'm nowhere near caught up on expansions, but instead focused on the trophies. I do have the platinum in this on the PS4 version, and to say there's a couple of grindy trophies is an understatement. Many demand hours upon hours of repetitive tasks. Even so, I found conquering the markets to be the rewarding aspect of the platinum, gaining the gil you need through buying and selling, then in turn buying the required materials for crafting thousands of items needed for the trophies. I found the worst offender for the PS4 Platinum to be An Adventurer's Life, completing 1000 leave quests. These are essentially repeatable quests, good for experience and item rewards, generally designed to do whilst queuing for other things. What's upsetting about this trophy is not the actual task of completing 1000 of them, which is mundane enough. Rather, it's the quests themselves are time-gated. Free quest allowances are given every 12 hours, with a cap of 100. What this means for a trophy hunter is you'll need to do 167 days of consecutive leave quest completion as a minimum. I don't think trophies or these quest types are even available in the free version, so that's several months of subscription to earn this platinum alone, along with all of the other grinds in the game. I would say the point of the MMO is probably never going to be trophies. If you're playing a game like this, it's likely because you just want to play it. It's just painful that this was the last trophy I needed, and I was only logging on to the game and continuing my subscription to get the allowances and do the quests in the first place. I was essentially logging on not to play or enjoy the game, just to do a couple of these things every day. Final Fantasy XIV is a fantastic game to enjoy, alone or with friends. It's just not that great for a trophy hunter who solely wants that ultra rare MMO platinum.
Mighty number 9!
So this one is painful for a different reason to the others. It wasn't difficult, it wasn't a grind or even annoying to get. So what's up with it? It's my only trophy in the game, which I couldn't bring myself to play more of. Mighty number 9 was a huge disappointment. I only played a single level and I thought, nah, this isn't for me. This is a poor imitation of Mega Man's greatness. The ideas are there, sometimes the gameplay feels there, but then it kind of just all falls apart. I leave the single trophy as a reminder, trying not to get overhyped for something until there's some concrete facts or reviews about it. This trophy opens up a whole new interesting discussion about pre-ordering and the current trends in the gaming industry. Mighty number 9 looked great in development, I just fell for it. It turned out to be a bad Kickstarter that overpromised and under-delivered. Maybe even Capcom are to blame, as they often had forgotten about a Blue Bomber back then and everyone was wanting a new game in the series. Mega Man 11 was pretty much a direct response to Mighty number 9. I should go back to get my completion ratio up, but I just haven't yet. So that singular trophy remains one of my most painful trophies in my collection. Okay, we're going to leave it there. That's part 1 done. Expect a part 2 at some point. as I have a lot of trophies that cause me pain over the years. I wonder if anyone can relate to them, even if you haven't obtained these trophies specifically. Let me know what trophies have caused you pain. As always, thank you for watching, please consider subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. See ya.